90-Day Fiance's Sarper Guven has a stunning new job. It's affecting his relationship with Shekinah Garner. Sarper Guven from 90-Day Fiance has achieved his biggest career dream since moving to the US. The 45-year-old Sarper from Turkey first appeared in 90-Day Fiance, The Other Way Season 5, where he was in a long-distance relationship with 43-year-old Shekinah from Los Angeles. Shekinah met Sarper during a trip to Turkey and quickly fell for his bad boy charm. Sarper proudly claimed to have slept with over 2,500 women before meeting her, a number that shocked many. However, despite his wild past, Sarper chose to change his ways for Shekinah. Sarper has become a new man since leaving Istanbul. He made sacrifices for Shekinah, including leaving behind his family and career. A natural hustler, Sarper struggled with staying idle at home while unable to work under the K-1 visa. Still, he used that time to figure out his next move and eventually decided what he wanted to pursue as a career in the US. Not only did Sarper commit to his new path, but he's also found success in it. Sarper was a personal trainer in Turkey. Sarper had decided to pursue fitness and bodybuilding as a career a few years before filming 90-Day Fiance, The Other Way Season 5. His first gym trainer asked him to take a test to check his testosterone levels because Sarper's body had improved too quickly when he started working out. According to Sarper, the normal range on the scale was between 1 and 8, but his result was 12, which impressed his trainer. Sarper was shown training a male client during his introduction. During 90-Day Fiance, The Other Way Season 5, Episode 9, Sarper revealed that he earned his personal training license in Turkey 10 years ago. However, he had only started taking it seriously as a full-time career in the past year. After meeting Shekinah, Sarper also became her personal trainer. One of their most controversial scenes in 90-Day Fiancé history involved Sarper weighing Shekinah on camera. He had even set a target weight for her and wanted to check if she was the perfect weight for him. When Sarper asked Shekinah about her weight while she was still in the United States, she brushed it off, thinking he was asking as he would with any of his clients. However, when he saw Shekinah weighed 132 pounds, which was 4 pounds more than the weight he wanted her to be, Sarper was visibly disappointed. He told the cameras that Shekinah liked her muscular build, but he did not want that for her. He explained that he had set a target weight for Shekinah because it would give her the physique he preferred. Sarper had worked as an exotic dancer in the past. Sarper once shared that he spent 7 years working as a dancer in the adult entertainment industry, a job he thoroughly enjoyed. However, the career didn't sit well with his parents, which pushed him to explore other paths. Out of respect for their feelings, he transitioned into a fitness and bodybuilding career. While working as a dancer, Sarper was involved with more than 2,500 women. He admitted to having had numerous short-term relationships, with the majority being casual encounters. Sarper performed at more than 600 bachelorette parties, and according to him, nearly half of the brides showed interest in sleeping with him. Still, he claimed he only acted on that interest when he felt a genuine attraction. For Sarper, the job was all about enjoyment. It wasn't something he considered a service or an obligation. He never imagined himself in a committed relationship, but Shekinah changed that. She was the first woman he remained celibate with for 79 days. Before her, Sarper revealed he's never been faithful to anyone he's been in a relationship with. Sarper dabbled in modeling, acting and other jobs. Sarper's first job appeared to be related to imports and exports, though the 90-Day Fiancé star did not provide further details. Sarper was filmed during a photo shoot on the streets of Istanbul for his debut on 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way. He revealed he had been modeling for about a year. It was by chance that someone offered him the opportunity to model for a brand. Since Sarper loves to show off his body, it was the perfect job for him. Sarper faced losses in his job due to Shekinah. During 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 6, Sarper revealed he was struggling financially because of Shekinah. The personal trainer explained that he was broke because Shekinah wouldn't allow him to train female clients, which made up 90% of his business. Sarper also confided in his sister that he was financing Shekinah's trips to LA. According to Sarper, his income decreased by 90% because of Shekinah's stubbornness. Shakina didn't seem to spend any money when she was in Turkey with Sarper, claiming she never touched her wallet while there. Sarper tried his hand at stand-up comedy. Sarper seemed to develop an interest in stand-up comedy after moving to the US. He explained he loved being on stage, having danced for 7 years. For Sarper, it was not just a job but a hobby, and he enjoyed the attention. While he had considered returning to exotic dancing in America, Shakina wouldn't have allowed it. Instead, Sarper wanted to pursue stand-up comedy, a dream he had always had. He shared with the cameras how he was practicing his routine with Shakina pretending to be his audience. Sarper was disappointed by Shakina's lack of enthusiasm, calling her reactionless and emotionless. He felt frustrated that he was doing so much to make her laugh, yet she could barely smile. In 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Episode 13, it was revealed that Sarper had written a 2-hour-long routine. Shakina found much of it inappropriate and was unsure if his Turkish comedy would translate well for an American audience. Shakina believed stand-up couldn't be a long-term career for Sarper, but it kept him occupied and distracted him. Sarper knew performing on stage would be risky, but he didn't care if he succeeded or not, he just wanted to try. Sarper performed in front of Shakina's friends Wendy, Josh, and her ex, Dan. Sarper was uncomfortable with Dan being there and made an inappropriate joke, suggesting Dan wasn't sexually healthy or attractive. What does Sarper do for work now in America? Shakina thought the dig at Dan was uncalled for. She was upset but tried to be supportive, even though she wished the set would end as soon as possible. Sarper saw it as a dream moment, but Shakina told him that his man-to-man joke was rude. Dan believed Shakina was in on the joke and thought Sarper was highly insecure about him. Shakina was embarrassed by the situation. Sarper defended himself, claiming he was just settling the score since Dan had mocked him during their first meeting. Despite the awkward moment, in February, Sarper announced he had conducted his first boot laugh via his @ShakinaSarper 90-day account. He explained that it was a combination of boot camp and stand-up comedy. The 90 Day Fiancé star has since been hosting the Boot Laugh with Sarper event every Sunday for an hour at 88 Studios in North Hollywood, Los Angeles. According to Sarper, the event combines stand-up comedy, exercise, and dance. 90 Day Fiancé, the other way's cat drama between Greta and Matthew gets weirder the more I look into it. Warning. The following contains spoilers from the 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way episode Naya Safar. Stream the episode with an HBO Max subscription, and read at your own risk. 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way only just started, and it delivered plenty of drama to talk about in the first few episodes. Moving abroad always comes with sacrifice, with people this season already having to give up some independence or leave behind lucrative careers. Then there's Greta, who had to give up her cat to move to the UK for reasons I still don't fully understand. The 90 Day Fiancé newcomer is packing up and moving out of Oklahoma to be with her fiancé Matt in England, but first she has to sell her cat. She explained in the latest episode this was because her fiancé was jealous of the cat, and I assumed that was just some exaggeration or joke until I started looking into it more. I thought there may be a legal reason Greta can't bring her cat. 90 Day Fiancé does have legitimate storylines, but there are times when cast members have called out the show for faking certain elements. My typical rule of thumb is that if whatever is happening doesn't track with what a normal person might do, it's happening because there's a scripted element to the storyline. As such, it was really easy for me to believe that Greta wasn't being forced to sell her cat because Matt is jealous of it, but rather that UK laws wouldn't allow her to bring her cat from the United States. The extent to which Greta says she loves her cat makes me think she would have looked at all options available, and after a quick Google search, I saw it as possible, if not a bit complex, to bring a cat from the United States to the UK. And yet, she ended up giving the cat to new owners, which she seemed pretty broken up about. The fact Matt owns a cat but Greta had to sell her cat is very strange. I then wondered if the reason for Greta needing to sell her cat was due to Matt or someone in his parents' home having an allergy. As if the 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way episode read my mind, Matt then pulled up his own cat on camera, offering it as a replacement for the one she has to give up. I'm left with the conclusion that Greta had to sell her cat because Matt legitimately wasn't joking when he said that he fears his fiancée loves the cat more than him. Matt even went so far as to say he felt like a third wheel in the relationship, which, given the context of all I know now, is just wild. Making a fiancée sell her cat out of jealousy, assuming that's what happened here, feels like a major red flag for this relationship. I'm wondering if there's something here that I'm missing, or if I'm about to witness yet another future 90-day couple who gets married and then splits down the stretch. I think that if someone asked me to sell my pet to continue a relationship with them, I'd tell them to kick rocks. There's a part of me that is shocked Greta didn't do the same, considering how much she raved about her relationship with her cat. I worry that it may lead to more controlling behavior from Matt down the stretch, but I'll guess we'll see if anything else crops up when she arrives in England.